I paid $300 for concert tickets that didn't exist. I stood outside the stadium crying while Lady Gaga performed inside. This is my worst online shopping disaster ever. Hey everyone, welcome back to English Story Academy. I'm Mia, and today I'm sharing the most heartbreaking story of my life. This happened last year when Lady Gaga announced her concert tour. I'm a huge fan. I've loved her since high school. I've never seen her live. And when I saw she was coming to New York, I knew I had to go, no matter what. The dream. Let me paint the picture. I've been living in the United States for 3 years. Money is always tight. I work hard, I save carefully, but there's never much left over for fun things. Concert tickets for big artists like Lady Gaga are expensive, really expensive. Official tickets were selling for $400 to $500 for good seats. But I wanted to go so badly, so I made a plan. For 6 months, I saved $20 every week. I stopped buying coffee at cafes. I brought lunch from home instead of eating out. I canceled my streaming subscriptions. Every extra dollar went into my Lady Gaga fund. After 6 months, I had almost $300 saved. Not enough for official VIP tickets, but enough for decent seats if I could find a good deal. The concert was scheduled for Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. 2 weeks before the show, I started searching online for tickets. The official website was sold out. Ticketmaster was sold out. StubHub had tickets, but they were so expensive. $600, $700, even $1,000 for floor seats. Then I found a website. It looked professional. Clean design, photos of the venue, customer reviews that seemed real, and they had tickets. Section A, row 12. Close to the stage. Great view. Price, $285. Perfect. Exactly my budget. I should have known it was too good to be true. But I was so excited, so desperate to go to this concert, that I ignored all the warning signs. Looking back now, the red flags were everywhere. The website URL was weird. Ticketmasterdeals.net. Not the real Ticketmaster. But I didn't notice the spelling was slightly different. The payment method was strange. They only accepted wire transfer or cryptocurrency. No credit cards, no PayPal. But I thought maybe that's just how discount ticket sites work. The confirmation email came from a Gmail address, not a company domain. But I told myself maybe it's a small business. There was no phone number to call, only email contact, but I thought that's normal for online-only companies. See? So many red flags, but I didn't want to see them. I wanted those tickets. I sent the wire transfer, $285, all my savings. Gone in one click. The confirmation email said, "Your tickets will be available for pickup at will call on the day of the event. Bring your ID and confirmation number. Will call." I didn't know what this meant exactly, but it sounded official. I trusted it. The day of the concert. Saturday arrives. I'm so excited I can barely breathe. I spent the whole morning getting ready. I wore my favorite dress. Did my makeup carefully. I wanted to look perfect for this special night. I took the subway to Madison Square Garden 3 hours early. I wanted to be there when doors opened. I wanted to soak in every moment of this experience. When I arrived, the energy outside the venue was incredible. Hundreds of people. Everyone dressed up. Everyone excited. Some people wearing elaborate costumes inspired by Lady Gaga's music videos. The atmosphere was electric. I walked up to the will call window. Will call, I learned, is where you pick up tickets that you reserved but didn't receive by mail. There was a long line, but I didn't mind. I was too excited. Finally, my turn. The woman behind the window smiled.
Hi there. Name and confirmation number, please.
Mia Santos. Confirmation number GH7492KL. She typed into her computer. Typed some more. Frowned. Typed again.
I'm not finding anything under that name or confirmation number. Let me check again.
More typing. My heart started beating faster.
I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing any reservation in our system. Are you sure you ordered through our official box office?
I order through Ticketmaster deals. Online. They say we'll call. I have email. I showed her my confirmation email on my phone. She read it, and her expression changed from confused to sympathetic.
Oh, honey. This isn't from our system. This looks like... I'm sorry, but I think you may have been scammed. Ticketmaster Deals isn't an official seller. The real website is just Ticketmaster.com. This is a fake site.
The world stopped. Everything around me went quiet. Scammed. Fake site. Not real. But I pay money. I have confirmation. I have number.
I understand, and I'm so sorry this happened to you. But we don't have any record of your purchase in our system. You'll need to contact your bank about the wire transfer. Unfortunately, I can't issue you tickets.
But the concert. Lady Gaga. I saved 6 months. Please.
I really am sorry. This happens more often than you'd think. Scammers create fake ticket sites to steal money from fans. I wish I could help, but without a legitimate purchase in our system, there's nothing I can do.
The breakdown. I stepped away from the window. People in line behind me were staring. I walked to a quiet corner of the building and I just broke down. I started crying. Not quiet tears, loud, embarrassing, can't breathe crying. I saved for 6 months. I worked extra hours. I sacrificed little pleasures, all for this one night. And it was gone. Stolen. By criminals who create fake websites to trick people like me. I could hear the opening music starting inside the venue. The concert was beginning. Without me. I stood there in the Madison Square Garden corridor, listening to the muffled sounds of the show I couldn't attend. Other fans were rushing past me to get to their seats. Everyone was happy, excited, and I was crying in a corner. A security guard walked over.
Miss, are you okay? Do you need help?
My tickets, they fake. I'm not going to concert.
I'm sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, this happens a lot. Scammers target big shows like this. Did you buy from the official website?
I think yes, but it was fake website. Looked like real.
That's how they get you. They make websites that look almost identical to the real thing. Just one letter different in the URL and people don't notice. It's a common scam.
He gave me information about reporting the fraud to the police and to the Federal Trade Commission. He was kind, but there was nothing he could do to get me into that concert. I left Madison Square Garden. I stood outside on the street. I could hear the concert through the walls. Lady Gaga was singing Bad Romance, one of my favorite songs, and I was listening from a parking lot. I cried for an hour. Then I went home. The aftermath. The next day, I contacted my bank. Wire transfers are almost impossible to reverse. The money was gone. The scammers had won. I filed a report with the police. They said they'd investigate, but honestly, these international online scams are very difficult to track. The criminals use fake addresses, fake names, offshore servers. Chances of getting my money back were almost zero. I spent the next week feeling so stupid. How could I fall for this? How did I not see it was fake? My friend Jennifer came over to check on me.
Mia, stop beating yourself up. You're not stupid. You're trusting. There's a difference.
But all the signs. The weird website name, The wire transfer. No phone number. How I not see?
Because you wanted to believe it was real. That's what scammers count on. They target people's dreams and excitement. It's not your fault.
$300. 6 months of saving for nothing.
Not for nothing. You learned something, a really expensive lesson, but a lesson.
She was right. I learned a lot from this disaster. The real lesson. Online shopping safety. Let me share what I learned so you don't make the same mistake. Website verification. Check the URL carefully. Scam sites use similar names with small differences. Look for HTTPS and padlock. Secure websites show security symbols. Verify the domain. Official sites end in .com, not .net or weird extensions. Search website name plus scam. See if others report problems. Check business registration. Legitimate companies are registered. Payment red flags. Never use wire transfer. Wire transfers can't be reversed. Avoid cryptocurrency for tickets. Legitimate sellers don't require this. Use credit cards when possible. They offer buyer protection. PayPal is safer, has dispute resolution process. Get receipts. Legitimate businesses provide proper documentation. Ticket-specific warnings. Buy from official sources. Venue box office, official website only. Authorized resellers only. StubHub, SeatGeek, Vivid Seats. Verify they're legitimate. Will call confirmation. Should come from venue's official email domain. Price is too good equals probably fake. If it seems too cheap, it's suspicious. Check seller reviews, but know that scammers create fake reviews. If something feels wrong, trust your instincts. If it feels off, don't buy. Ask questions. Legitimate sellers answer calls and emails. Verify contact information. Real companies have phone numbers, addresses. Screenshot everything. Save all correspondence as evidence. Don't rush. Scammers pressure you to buy quickly. After you've been scammed, report to police. File official report. Contact your bank immediately. Try to stop payment if possible. Report to FTC. Federal Trade Commission tracks scams. Report to IC3. Internet Crime Complaint Center. Warn others. Post reviews. Tell friends. Prevent others from same fate. Vocabulary I learned. Scam. Fraudulent scheme to steal money. Phishing. Fake websites to steal information. Wire transfer. Direct bank-to-bank payment. Can't reverse. Will call. Ticket pickup at venue. Authorized reseller. Officially approved ticket seller. Practice questions to ask. Before buying tickets online, ask yourself, is this the official website? Why is this price so much cheaper than others? Can I verify this seller is legitimate? Would I feel comfortable telling my bank about this purchase? If you can't confidently answer these questions, don't buy. The silver lining. 3 months after the concert disaster, Lady Gaga announced another tour. This time, I did it right. I went to Ticketmaster.com, the real official website. I verified the URL letter by letter. I checked that it had HTTPS. I looked up their customer service number and called to confirm it was legitimate. I bought tickets through their official site. Yes, they were more expensive, $350 instead of $285. But they were real. I paid with a credit card, not a wire transfer. I got a confirmation email from an official Ticketmaster domain. I could track my order on their website. I could call customer service if I had questions. And last month, I finally saw Lady Gaga live. It was incredible. It was worth the wait. It was worth paying the extra money to do it safely. When Bad Romance started playing, I cried again, but this time, happy tears. I was actually there, in the venue, watching my favorite artist perform. It was everything I'd dreamed of. The lesson I learned cost me $300, but it was worth it. Now I know how to shop safely online. Now I can help other people avoid the same mistake. Last week, my coworker was showing me concert tickets he was about to buy from a suspicious website. I recognized all the red flags immediately. Wait, let me see that URL. Is that the official site?
I think so. The prices are really good.
Too good. Look, it's tickethubmaster.net. The real site is tickethub.com. This is fake. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. I told him my story. He didn't buy from that site. He went to the official website instead. He paid more, but he got real tickets. That felt good. My expensive mistake helped someone else avoid the same pain. If you enjoyed this story and learned something about online safety, please like and subscribe to English Story Academy. Next week, The Wrong Wedding, where I attended a complete stranger's wedding because I misread the invitation. Until then, stay safe online, verify everything twice, and remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. See you next time.